Hello, we're Molly Mish. After 10 years exploring all there is to see in US, Canada, and Mexico, we built a camper out of a 4-wheel drive Mercedes Sprinter van and headed across the pond to continue our journeys in Europe. After enduring year-long self-imposed isolation in Croatia during the height of the pandemic, we are ready to resume our European adventures. This summer, we're headed to the Irish and British Isles, starting with the Republic of Ireland. Join us as we explore and discover the magic of the Emerald Isle. Alright, so this morning we left our parking area last night where we stayed the night. We drove about 3 miles over to the Cliffs of Moher Visitor Center parking lot. It is the busiest place, the most visited tourist attraction, tourist destination in all of Ireland. In fact, in 2019, they had something like 1.6 million visitors, which is a lot considering it's not that easy of a place to get to. And also, I think that's not counting all the people that just walk here without actually paying to park and enter the actual entrance. I don't know if it's always been like that, but today, the way that it works now is when you enter the parking lot, they charge you per person. Kids are free. Supposedly under 12 or under 16 are free. They asked if we had kids. We said 3. They said, okay, they're free. Didn't ask their age. So our kids got in for free. But 2 of them would have gotten in for free anyways if it was under 12. But it is 10 euros a person, so it's quite expensive. But considering that it's like the Grand Canyon of Ireland, it's okay. It is very, very busy though. I can't even imagine what it was like in 2019. I don't think this year they're going to hit 1.6 million visitors at all. But I can imagine how crazy it would be in normal times. What's wrong with Vida and Costas? Why you gotta put your sticker here? It was cool. The scenery was nice. It was just as windy as the places that we've been this last week. Loophead Lighthouse, Cliffs of Kerry, and that's sort of where it all started. The most windy place we were at the beginning of this sort of coastal tour was the Cliffs of Kerry. And we paid 16 euros for the 5 of us there. And even there we thought it was like, wow, you know what, this is pretty touristy. They had one little like food truck and parking lot, kind of a building for a bathroom and fences so people don't fall over. This place is far, far, far more developed. And I would say Cliffs of Kerry was much more impressive. If you had to choose one to visit, Cliffs of Kerry versus Cliffs of Moher, I would do Cliffs of Kerry. Much more impressive. You get to see Skellig Islands off in the distance. Here you see the Aran Islands from the distance, but today was kind of, the visibility wasn't great. We can see just the edge of them, and there's probably like 3 or 4 islands out there. There's probably some cool historical information about the Aran Islands that we haven't looked into yet. But the fact that Skellig Island is known for, you know, the monastery and the beehive huts, and it goes back thousands of years, that to me was cooler to see from a distance. But I'm glad we went, so we can say that we went, being that it is the most visited place. You can't really come to Ireland without seeing it if you have the time anyways. And I can't even imagine how far people, if you only have like if you only come into Ireland for, let's say, a few days or maybe a week, you're trying to see all the stuff that we're seeing, it is just a lot of driving, man. You're just in the car all the time, hopping out for a photo and then hopping back in and go to the next spot, hopping out for another photo. This is why we traveled this way, you know? we spent a good 24 hours in the area, and then we got to see. Yeah, I was more impressed last night walking out to Hag's Head from where we slept and seeing that little tower there and then seeing the cliffs of Moher in the distance than I was here with all these people. And you know, the visitor center, when we first got there, there was a line. I think they were just letting people in so they didn't reach their limited capacity that they're allowed to have people indoors. But by the time we were leaving, there was no more line and everybody was just going in. And I don't know if it's because there are less people or if they just gave up on the idea of limiting the people that are inside. And there was a video that you can go watch in there, and I just kind of stuck my head in the theater. In a relatively small theater, there was probably like 30 or 40 people, which is, it's too much for our comfort zone. So we're gonna move on. We saw what we saw for 20 euros. You know, I think it's not too bad. But we're gonna move on. We're gonna make our way towards Galway, and we'll see where we end up tonight. There's supposed to be another dispersed wild camping spot next to another watchtower by the water, and we'll see how busy that place is and if it's good for the cats. A little bit of sun poking through. Oh, that looks really cool. Oh, sun poking through right there. Oh, hi, twin.
Go for a walk with us?
What's this place called? Martello?
I think so.
Martella?
Mortadella?
Mortadella Castle? This is a watchtower. We're parked back there. This is kind of at the end of a dead-end road. It basically ends right where we are. And after we left cliffs of Moher, we came to, well, we drove by a few places, and we keep running into this German guy that we met back in Kenmare. Well, we didn't meet him in Kenmare. We first saw him in Kenmare, which is more than a week ago now, I think. That's where we last did laundry, and we keep running into him. We saw him like 5 or 6 times since we first met him, and we just saw him earlier today. Stopped on the road, talked to him a little bit, checked out this one pier somewhere over there, decided to keep moving on because we knew that this place existed. And check this out. This place is really cool. Another abandoned watchtower at the end of a point. So this is actually right across the bay. Right over there is Galway. So I think we're headed to Galway when we leave here, whenever that is. But this place is pretty nice because it's on the end of this road. People don't come out here, or there's no through traffic. People that come here to see this place, which right when we got here, 4 cars pulled up, zipping around the corner, came to a screeching stop practically right next to us, and like a pile of people came out. It was a family, an extended family. There were probably like 6 or 7 adults, as many kids. They came out, ran around here. They came to see the sights. So, you know, we were not parked in the ideal spot, so we moved a little bit. Now our spot is better, because people don't realize that when you come around here, this dead ends and there's no place to go. There's not a parking lot over here, just the road. So we're pulled over to the side of the road. They could just park over here much easier, but they don't know. When they see a van like ours parked over there, they think there's a parking lot, but there isn't. Oh my God, it's more windy on this side. But yeah, we've been dealing with a ton of wind this last week. Ever since the day we went to Cliffs of Kerry, there's been so much wind. And the other little camera that I use most of the time, my DJI Osmo, where'd he come from? He was just here exploring this whole time? Wow. So my DJI Osmo with an external microphone just only works with moderate wind. When the winds get too strong, it just completely blows out. Is that how you get in?
I think this is the only way.
We'll climb up.
I'm scared.
there's like footholds though.
Yeah.
You gonna go up?
I don't know if you know me, but I'm
yeah.
gonna get hurt.
You're gonna get hurt.
I'm
Don't do it.
Don't go inside, Toby, through the poop chute or whatever that is.
Could be the poop chute. By now, tomorrow will be 3 weeks in Ireland, which means we thought maybe 4 weeks will be enough, but it's not. We may be close to seeing half of the Wild Atlantic Way. So, I don't know what we're gonna do. I also don't want to rob myself of time to go to Scotland. So, we may have to start to prioritize places we go and how much time we spend there. Honestly, we haven't spent more than 2 nights at any place. Mostly one-nighters. Places where it's exceptionally nice, we'll stay 2 nights. But we may have to cut it down to all one-nighters from now on. If the weather was nicer, this would be a 2-nighter, at least, for sure. I also would like to find some good places for surfing, but any place we go, I'm suspecting we're going to have to deal with wind, which is not ideal for clean surf breaks. It is the open Atlantic Ocean. That means there's going to be weather, and right now there's a pretty big system just offshore between Ireland and Iceland right now. But anyways, that's it. That's all I got for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Toby enjoyed it, and Twin. Right? Say bye, Twin. Bye, Twin. Yep. She went bye-bye. I'll see you guys later.